So this is the episode we've been waiting for. And obviously it starts with the recoupling. It's the best 2 hours. I'm excited. So it obviously started with the recoupling. Everybody knew Moira was going to do the Moira. So she flipped, as usual. But what get me is when she saw that Calvin got somebody else, and she was like real bothered by it. And I'm like, but you pick somebody that you will have a connection with. I don't know what she want. I really don't know what she want. At that moment, that's what I was thinking. Then they went on to Kirsten. I love Kirsten so much. She's such a strong woman, and she stood by her choice, even if it meant her being alone or whatever. She still stuck by it. And y'all, please tell me y'all scream for Carrington coming out, because I real laugh. Like, how they do it. The producers know exactly what they was doing. Carrington walked on by himself, single, hear me, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, boom, killer go so come. Well, it was over for me. I literally screaming laughter. Then we had the moment we all been waiting for. What I tell you, I cried. These little puffs here ain't puffs for fun, guys. She literally was so vulnerable in that moment, and she was just like, she's going to stick with Caleb in hopes that she is somebody's first choice. Well, when Caleb ran down the stairs for her, I was running towards her. I was just like, no! I literally screamed in my house. And I feel to tear up again. They're so cute together. I can't. Anyways, so he ran up to her and like he was running. And she was like crying. All the girls was crying. All the girls was happy for her. Honestly, I am so happy for Justine. Oh my god. Why am I feeling to cry again? I just watched the episode. But no, that moment was like the absolute sweetest. Like, the episode could have ended there, or they could have just had more of them on the screen. Then we had Sally right after, and I felt really bad for her because he came down and do this big massive speech, and Ariel, the host, stand up there like she don't know what's going on, like she didn't see the episodes, and she crying with the speech. Anyways, so everybody was very upset. I was very upset the fact that Johnny went on with the speech. The boys was upset. So everybody saw the boy's facial expression, especially Carrington's facial expression. He literally like he wants to laugh, but he never stopped thinking about her. I'm like, Johnny, could you like give us an ease up right now, like a chance, please? Then we had Mackenzie. Now honestly, I felt like this decision Mackenzie made was also a way of protecting herself. I feel like she thought Connor was linking with somebody over in Casamore, and she did it in a way to kind of protect herself also, even though she had a connection with Jalen, and we all saw the connection, we all liked Jalen, but I felt like it was also a safety net as well. So when she saw Connor with himself with the teddy bear, she was like sad or whatever. I still feel like she should, we'll get to that. Mainly that whole recoupling was about JALEB. Everybody's here for JALEB. I saw a tweet that the mom was real supporting JALEB as well, and she was like, son, you better bring this home, go and get your girl. I was like, yes mommy, Caleb. Now when Mackenzie recoupled with Jalen, all the guys was very upset and they lost respect for her, but in my head what she also said was, but they wanted them to break up anyways from the beginning, so I don't understand why they would be upset. That's what she was saying, not me. But she also had a point when she was saying that, because they all were against their relationship anyways. But the fact that they saw Connor go through what he went through and how he was talking about her so much and having hope for the relationship and stuff, and then to come in the house and you get that news. Seeing Caleb cry as well wasn't it for me. Like, he looked very sexy angry and he looked very sexy crying, and Caleb could just get away with murder as far as I'm concerned. And I also really felt bad for Kirsten, because honestly she really just want to find a connection, but sis, you just need to come to realization that Carrington ain't it. But I mean, being in that house and that environment, you would not see it, you know what I mean? Like, you're constantly around him, you're living with him, and as far as you're concerned, there's hope. But I love Kirsten. Like, she kept it together when she was talking to the girls, but in the confessional she was crying. I'm like, yes sis, don't let them see you sweat. You ain't that girl. You got this. You strong. And she is. I really like Kirsten, honestly. She grew on me. She grew on me over time. Also, just to clarify my previous videos, those videos are recaps of the episode, like how I felt in the moment of those episodes. you know. So I don't want people to come at me thinking that I changed my views or whatever. That's just how I felt in the episode. And if you look at all of them, you will see my decisions change, because it is a ongoing reality show. So please allow me. Somebody came at me in the comments talking about every video I come at Johnny, and it's not that. If you watch my first video, I was team Johnny all the way, and then he disappointed me when he made a decision that he made to do what he did with Mercedes, with Mario Kart, and that's when my views changed. And you cannot fault me for feeling the way I do about Johnny and mentioning him, because he's a main plot of the show. He is part of the cast, and what he's doing is being broadcast worldwide. So Johnny is a bad guy. I'm not saying that his personality is bad and that he's a bad human. He is a bad guy for what he did to Sally. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, so let's get to that part. Johnny really downplayed what really happened in that villa, and that was upsetting me. Honestly, I was hoping that scene where Sally was in the dressing room with the two girls, I was really hoping that they would have said something, or she would have mentioned something that would have led to it, or Caleb tell Justine something, or like something, because he just downplayed it and made it seem like it was just one kiss. Like, there's more. There was more that Johnny was doing with this girl. So that really disappointed me. And then he continued making it a big deal and then switching it on Sally, saying that she's taking long, like disregarding her feelings. If she feels that way, she's allowed to feel that way. It's as simple as that. Like telling her, oh, it would, well, saying in the confessionals that she would be hindering their growth in the relationship and stuff. And I'm like, let her feel what she's feeling. Don't turn this on her, because trust and believe, if Sally took any longer to be upset, he would have probably give up and then probably say, well, she took too long to blah, 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 blah. No, you did what you did. She's allowed to feel how she felt, because at the end of the day, she hold out for you. And I understand that it was a testy relationship, but don't call the whole thing a challenge. She made it seem like this is a whole challenge thing or whatever. But then again, guys are different from girls. So he sees it as no big deal, and this was a test, and he needed to do that to clarify if they were real or whatever. And as far as she comes from a woman's point of view, as we women know, we don't need to do certain things to validate and clarify if this relationship is something that we want. We know. So I find she forgave him too quick. He was manipulating her in the bed, talking, and as far as I'm concerned, I saw it as Johnny just wanted to come home and just pick up where they left off and just forget whatever. Now I rate him for telling her off the bat that I did something and we need to talk, but he also downplayed it, so she really don't know what really went on. I'm really hoping that she does find out properly, so then she could actually make a proper decision. But then she talking about she feels closer to him and blah blah blah. I don't know. Then we have Moira doing the Moira. At the end of the day, guys, Moira really is not in the right headspace. Also, she's not cut out for Love Island, because she flip-flopping on everybody. She, as Aaron said, is so focused on falling in love. She's forgetting to live in the moment and grow that feelings into love. She just assuming that she's supposed to come and love you. Did she say that she was in like an 8-year relationship? And probably that's the only relationship basically from 18 to like 25 or something. So she was saying she's not made for the show. Honestly, no, because she keeps switching on everybody and she just don't know what she wants. Her headspace is not here, so she just needs to leave. It's time, Moira. It's really time, because it's just taking screen time from Justine and Caleb. So you recouple with Aaron, and right off the bat you end it with him the next day. Because you see Calvin move on, and it was bothered by that. I didn't really understand it, and people will come at me for this, but you see that James wasn't the one that was crazy, right? Because again, he did an interview with the cast from season 1, and he spoke about what really happened that led up to that situation where she was shunning him and why he was getting on the way he was getting on. and he explained his side, and I genuinely believe that James is not that bad, is not a bad guy, and he's not crazy. He just loves hard, and I totally understand that. And if Moira say, and as even Aaron said, Calvin said, everybody, what she says isn't her actions, and that's why I've always been saying I don't understand what these boys tracking Moira for, but probably she giving them pillow talk or saying certain things that have them thinking that okay, this relationship could work, and then does something completely different. She's just not made for the show, and she needs to go. Alright, also I don't know what was the point of Kirsten and Carrington conversation, and Carrington saying that he needs to talk to Kirsten, because it seemed like the only point he wanted to talk to her was kind of like rubbing it in her face, basically. I felt like that, because even for the recoupling, when he came down and he gave this speech, he kind of made it sound like, yeah, thanks for liking me, but I don't like you, and I want to give this girl a chance, and she is the one for me, she's perfect, she's better than you, you are lame, da da da. Like, that's how it, like, imagine standing in Kirsten's position, and it's just like you keep telling her these things about how great this girl is now, boy. Like, I felt bad, honestly bad for Kirsten. And then when he wants to have this one-on-one, and he's just like, well, I am going to get to know this girl, I am da-da-da-da, yeah, like, you're hot, yeah, but, you know, I'm like, what was the point of this conversation? Like, didn't make any sense. And honestly, Kirsten deserves way better than Carrington. The fact that she could have that conversation with the girl and tell her that I honestly find you all look cute together, you were cute, da-da-da-da, and still even talk to the girl, like, Kirsten is such a gem, and she deserves so much better than Carrington. Honestly, when I was watching the episode, I was hoping that she gave Aaron a chance, because I remember Moira came and blocked that, but you block it to what done him on one day. And I also had hope for Connor because he's single, but Jalen came in the scene, and I'm not mad though. Like, I'm not mad at the thought of them. Like, I feel like they'll make a cute couple, better than Mackenzie. And at the end of the day, he says that, I mean, he wrong for it, because he clearly just wanted to get into the villa. But the fact that he said that Mackenzie isn't his type on the jump and Kirsten is his type, I felt like he should have spent more time with Kirsten and talked to her in the house. And then we came finally to some camera time with Mackenzie and Jalen, and I don't see the problem with what she said. Like, people were saying she was being problematic, but I genuinely don't see a problem with what she said, because for the whole day they didn't talk. This is the first day they couple up, they didn't talk. Yes, she was around him, but they wasn't talking. He was more trying to talk to everybody and befriend everybody. And as she was saying, if you're trying to get a deeper connection with me past what we knew from the little villa when we was talking, I feel like you need to talk to me more to get that connection, to build that relationship for us to kind of like grow. And there wasn't any one-on-one time, and the fact that he wasn't seeing that and he was just sitting there like, okay, shows that he clearly not on you at all. Basically, he doing the Moira. So he and Kirsten had a talk before she talked to him, and he came back kind of in this kind of zone where I feeling Kirsten, not you. He basically doing the Moira, but Moira did James to Calvin. So whatever. I'm not mad though, I'm here for it. I want to see where that storyline goes, because I genuinely feel like Jalen and Kirsten make a cute couple. And that's weird, because I made a whole video talking about Mackenzie, Connor, and Jalen, and now I miss Mackenzie with Connor. I really miss them together, and I hope that at least it could work out. But then again, everybody's saying that she do Connor dirty and she shouldn't go back with Connor, but let's not forget that Connor rode this roller coaster with her in the beginning. He was never straightforward. He didn't want to be with her. He was kind of iffy on the fence, you know. So I don't give her wrong, but at the end of the day, I feel like this little situation could make them get closer and realize that they could at least grow from this situation and try again, and you know, whatever. So I mean, let me know what you think. I honestly feel like Jalen and Kirsten will make a cute couple. Mackenzie and Connor should give it another shot. Sally and Johnny, somebody needs to go and really tell Sally what's going on so she can make a proper evaluation if she want to be with him or not. I'm okay with Carrington and Laurel, but they need to grow their relationship a little more. I feel like they're still in primary school. Share. I was liking Cher. I still like Cher. But don't cross it, sister. Don't cross the line. You know what I mean? Because she want to talk about Caleb, and he's just there like, I feel bad because I really just don't want her. And she talking about, I don't care, like in her confessionals, basically. You need to chill. Whatever you send in the confessionals, I don't even want to remember it, because you're not supposed to be talking about Caleb like that. But new number, who this? Because he not on you. And I think he made it very clear, as he said, I made it clear to everybody that I really just wasn't on anybody even coming back to in this villa, because he didn't give Shay any more conversations after Calvin and him had that talk, and he was like, okay, Calvin, go through, basically. So I don't know where she coming at, but Shay, you need to chill. Stick with the Calvin. But you let me know what you think. It was a long 2 hours. I'm grateful for it. We got to see what happened that night and Saturday whole day. Now we're here on Sunday, so we'll get to see that tomorrow. But let me know what you think. That episode was kind of all over the place. Emotions was all over the place. I was hyped, I was sad, I was upset, I was rolling my eyes. I just hope somebody really tells Sally what's going on before he make her look like a clown on TV, which she already starting to look like. But you let me know what you think. This is just my opinion. Again, my opinion changes over time, because I am watching the show constantly and I am giving my review on that episode. So please don't jump on me, please. Also, since you're here already, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. We're back on. So every day we have some new episodes. So let's go. So yeah, don't forget to hit this button, this video a little like. Leave your comments below, because I reply to every one of them, as I tell you. Subscribe since you're here already. And yeah, we have more episodes to come. So again, thank you for logging in and listening to my little review from this episode. It means a lot. Okay, I'm gone. See you tomorrow. Bye.